Life does not get easier, and it rarely gets more forgiving. Instead, we have to become stronger to navigate a turbulent environment. Too often, our default setting is just drifting. We react emotionally to people who drain us, and we let chronic overthinking ruin a situation before we even take a step. To break that cycle, we are going to build a personalized 5-step emotional mastery blueprint. Step 0 is setting up. Go grab a pen, a piece of paper, and find a quiet place to work. By physically writing these rules down, you take abstract concepts and forge them into an active psychological defense system that you can use every single day. This diagram shows where control begins. To master emotions, sever the line between what happens to you and how you feel. Write down Step 1. Rule 1. I control my reactions. Your internal state becomes a solid, unmoving shield. When you blame someone else for your problems, you give them direct power over your well-being. He who angers you conquers you. Take your pen right now. Identify one specific person or situation that consistently triggers your anger, and write down a calm, scripted response you will use the next time it happens. Moving on to Step 2. Write this down. Rule 2. My self-worth is non-negotiable. To enforce this rule, look at your calendar. Identify one specific demand on your time or energy that you are going to say no to this week. Write it down. You will likely face a guilt trip for setting this boundary. Ignore it. That guilt trip is simply data proving that the boundary was necessary in the first place. The less people know about your private life, the better. And when you encounter individuals who constantly drain your energy and play by their own rules, you must physically remove yourself from their orbit. By locking down your internal reactions and actively enforcing your external boundaries, you build an impenetrable perimeter around your time and energy. Look at this web of arrows. This represents the mind's worst internal enemy, the paralyzing cycle of overthinking difficult decisions until you freeze entirely. We shatter that loop with Step 3. Write on your paper. Rule 3. Action cures fear. The pursuit of perfection will stall your progress indefinitely. Perfectionism is an affliction, and immediate physical action is the only reliable cure. You have 30 seconds. Pick a problem you are currently stalled on and write down the absolute first physical step you need to take. Do not worry about Step 2. Just define Step 1. Making an imperfect decision generates actionable data. That forward momentum is infinitely more valuable than sitting still waiting for a perfect answer. Just like these muscle fibers tearing under stress and rebuilding stronger, your psychological strength relies on slow, deliberate growth through daily habits. This brings us to Step 4. Write down. Rule 4. Discipline over motivation. What you want requires consistency. Fast success builds ego, but slow, disciplined success builds permanent character. Under Rule 4, define and write down one non-negotiable daily habit. Choose an action that guarantees a step forward toward your primary goal every single day. Now look at this layout. We are replacing the weight of our mistakes with the value of the lesson. For Step 5, write down Rule 5. I learn, I do not linger. Think about your biggest recent failure. Write it down, draw an arrow next to it, and extract the single objective lesson it taught you. Here is how you verify your progress. When you look at that past event and it feels like useful data instead of emotional pain, you have successfully processed it. No amount of guilt will ever rewrite the past. Accept that mistakes are simply proof that you are actively trying. When you apply daily discipline to your future and systematically extract lessons from your past, you take total command over your present. Look at the paper in front of you. You have just drafted your complete 5-step emotional mastery blueprint. You now hold a concrete tool. It is designed to deflect toxic behavior, break you out of decision paralysis, and keep you moving toward your goals. Fold that paper right now. Put it in your wallet or tape it to your bathroom mirror so you are forced to reinforce these rules daily. Life is inherently risky, but the only truly fatal choice is the risk of doing nothing. Stepping into action is the only way forward. The theory is over. Reclaiming your personal power begins the exact second